Hey, what up? It's Will Maker. Today I'm going to go over my process and how I set up my vocal chain. So, with that, let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, so first thing that I do, which I feel is most important, is I'm listening to see what needs to be addressed first. So, if a vocal is all over the place, maybe I need to add compression first. Or if it's off balance, then maybe I need to add an EQ first. So, let me break down how I took a vocal from this.
Rent due, daddy gone. Single mother stereotype to be strong. Long days, longer nights, temptation strong to keep on the lights.
To this.
Rent due, daddy gone. Single mother stereotype to be strong. Long days, longer nights, temptation strong to keep on the lights.
So the first thing that I felt with this vocal that needed to be addressed is going to be a de-esser. So I'm going with my favorite de-esser, and that's the Pro DS. To start, you have your single vocal button. This is designed for a single vocal, and you'll notice that the algorithm picks up the sibilance here. So you'll notice that as it keeps scrolling, there's a darker green that is on the waveform, and that's where the sibilance lies. All-around mode triggering depends only on the frequency range that you select down here, where you can adjust these sliders. This can be useful when de-essing an entire track. Down here you have wideband, which attenuates the audio when the sibilance is detected. This is why you can hear a pumping effect if you select all around and wideband. With split band, only the high frequencies are attenuated. So if you wanted to de-ess an entire track, you would select your frequency range and all around and split band. But back to the vocal. You have two audition buttons. The headphone icon allows you to hear what's being de-essed. Down here, you have your frequencies that you can audition, and I'll play an example.
Rent due, daddy gone. Single mother stereotype to be strong. Long days, longer nights, temptation strong to keep on the lights.
So I chose to use a de-esser for the words single, strong, and temptation, and I'll play it again.
Rent due, daddy gone. Single mother stereotype to be strong. Long days, longer nights, temptation strong to keep on the lights.
So now I'm going to add the de-esser. I'll play it again and pay attention to single, strong, and temptation, and they don't pop out as much anymore.
Rent due, daddy gone. Single mother stereotype to be strong. Long days, longer nights, temptation strong to keep on the lights.
Next is my favorite EQ, and that's the Pro Q3. So to start, I'll make sure that auto gain is selected so I don't trick my ears. So my first goal of adding this EQ is to balance the vocals. So I start by rolling off what I don't need. I just try to listen to what sounds good. That generally falls in between about 70 hertz all the way up to about 130 hertz. I really try to watch it because I don't ever want to make my vocals too thin. Overall, my goal is just to balance the vocals. So I'm just making sure that I have enough low end, mids, and highs in the vocals. So I'll play without the EQ.
Rent due, daddy gone. Single mother stereotype to be strong. Long days, longer nights, temptation strong to keep on the lights.
And here's with the changes that I made.
Rent due, daddy gone. Single mother stereotype to be strong. Long days, longer nights, temptation strong to keep on the lights.
And keep in mind, these settings are never going to be the same. It's all going to depend on how the vocal is recorded, the mic that was used, the performance. So many things play a factor into this. Next on my list is compression, and I'm using the Fairchild 660 from UAD. I really like the tone of this compressor, and it contains my vocal to my liking. You have your input gain here, and you have your threshold right here. Over here, you have a set attack and release knob. Starting with 1 and going to 4 is going to be the fastest attack and release. 5 and 6 have a fast attack, but a longer release time. The DC threshold is your knee width and helps you control the ratio of compression. You also have a mix knob for easy parallel or blending dry and wet signal. You have a sidechain filter, and then here's your output. So here's the vocal before compression.
Rent due, daddy gone. Single mother stereotype to be strong. Long days, longer nights, temptation strong to keep on the lights.
And here's with compression.
Rent due, daddy gone. Single mother stereotype to be strong. Long days, longer nights, temptation strong to keep on the lights.
The vocal's more contained now. You also have some of the grit coming up from the low end. Next on my list is RVox, which I used to do some serial compression. I used a little bit of a gate so I can touch a little bit between the words, and just a touch to bring the vocal forward and help control it just a touch more. This plugin is so simple, but it's really effective. So here's without RVox.
Rent due, daddy gone. Single mother stereotype to be strong. Long days, longer nights, temptation strong to keep on the lights.
And here's with RVox.
Rent due, daddy gone. Single mother stereotype to be strong. Long days, longer nights, temptation strong to keep on the lights.
Next, I went back to the Pro Q3 to remove some frequencies that I didn't want. So I had some harsh frequencies that I didn't like up here, and I used the dynamic band right here as well. I didn't want to completely get rid of the frequencies, so I added some compression here. So here's the vocal before the correction.
Rent due, daddy gone. Single mother stereotype to be strong. Long days, longer nights, temptation strong to keep on the lights.
And here's with the changes that I made.
Rent due, daddy gone. Single mother stereotype to be strong. Long days, longer nights, temptation strong to keep on the lights.
The vocal sounds a little bit smoother now. Next was to add some saturation, and Decapitator is one of my favorites. I wanted to add some harmonics and soften up the vocal overall. So here you have your drive knob, your low and high cut, you have your tone, 5 different styles of saturation, you have your auto gain, thump, and punish button. Here's the vocal before the saturation.
Rent due, daddy gone. Single mother stereotype to be strong. Long days, longer nights, temptation strong to keep on the lights.
And here's with the saturation.
Rent due, daddy gone. Single mother stereotype to be strong. Long days, longer nights, temptation strong to keep on the lights.
Lastly, I wanted to open up the vocal, so I went with the Tube Tech PE1C. Really just like the shine that this gives. So I'm just adding some 12K right here, just to add a little bit of brightness and shine. So here's before the Tube Tech.
Rent due, daddy gone. Single mother stereotype to be strong. Long days, longer nights, temptation strong to keep on the lights.
And here's with the Tube Tech.
Rent due, daddy gone. Single mother stereotype to be strong. Long days, longer nights, temptation strong to keep on the lights.
So there you have it, and that's my process to setting up my vocal chain. Let me know if this is something similar to your process and drop a comment. If you like content like this, please feel free and like and subscribe. Other than that, peace out.